Max here. I can't get to sleep yet, and I'm gonna react to my friends, the coach and Nick from Echo Base Network. I am a subscriber. I'm not looking for this stuff. I don't want to react to this, but I can't help myself. And I think I'm going to do more reactions just on my own. My goal for these reactions, though, I don't want to spend a long time on this BS, especially if I think they're full of it on the topic. And I haven't watched it ahead of time. I just can't resist on this one. So here we go.
Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions,
All right. So me, Nick, especially Nick, not Coach so much, and Echo Base Network go way back. I always appreciated that me and Nick disagree a lot, but we're willing to talk, and hopefully I could talk. I would love to come on his live stream. Maybe I'll have some free time next Saturday. Are you up for it, Nick? Are you up for it, Coach? But I will say their coverage of the Acolyte so far, surface level stuff, because I haven't dove deep, is very nauseating. Because they're especially Coach is really going hardcore religious on it, like acting like they're really hurting him and his religious sensibilities. Like, do you understand what the Sith are? Is my initial response is, if you're so religious that you have some certain issues with certain things, why are you okay with the Sith to begin with? Why are you okay with Anakin and younglings? That's what I want to ask Coach when I get on his live stream, if they let me. I'm up for friendly debate. I have no ill will towards Coach or Nick or anything. I think a lot of people are being extremely ridiculous and fragile over this. And if you really are this sensitive to your media and how it can impact your personal faith, or how it may be an affront to that, I don't know how you watch Star Wars in the prequel trilogy to begin with the, Palpatine and him twisting Anakin and what Anakin did to the younglings. And then this whole scenario here is the hypersexualization of Star Wars. Did you see the Return of the Jedi? Like, my initial thoughts are, Coach, what do they call her? Jabba Slayer Leia now, not girl Leia? Are you kidding me? There's been Carrie Fisher and Princess Leia was extremely sexualized back in Return of the Jedi. I'm sorry. And all they do is take a guy's shirt off. This is what's really, really weird with internet culture, is people are freaking out over seeing D's and hot D, actual D's, in men's chests. I see a man's chest every day. It's not as fit as I'd like it to be. I'm working on it. I am. But it's like, wow, people, I don't understand. I mean, if we are actually wanting diversity and equality, you could show little man skin a little bit. The guy looked good. He was, I know how people say discount Ezra Miller. I don't call him that. I know that I forget the actor's name in Smilo Ren, but he looked good. And so did Yord. If they want to show it, why are you pert by it? Unbelievable. So let's watch 2 minutes of Coach. Which way should I do this here? Should I do it like that? Like that? I'm trying to figure out. Oh, that's awful. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. I actually like this one a lot. All right, let's react to Coach. He already looks hurt. Coach, you look hurt. Did Star Wars hurt you? I'm sorry. Okay. Listen, when I do these, I am not going to attack the person. I'm going to try not to. I'm going to attack their criticism. I'm going to critique the criticism. On live streams, this goes off the wall. So I'm going to try to do it here, or maybe with my pal Voltaire on the mic drop occasionally. We could watch it when mic drop returns this week, hopefully. All right, let's see what. First off, the title is absolutely ridiculous. Woke washing Star Wars. The Acolyte appeals to the hyper. Oh my. Okay. And he looks darn serious just in that first frame.
Thinking that this is a great show only because this. If they think this is a great show, they should go to the zoo and watch some monkeys running around, because they're eventually going to see the things that they're infatuated by.
Oh my God. Are you serious, bro? No. Why did you have to show? I don't want to see animal. Listen, was that you, Nick, that went and got this clip? I'm skipping past this. You're going to get me demonetized. They don't show anything like that in the Acolyte. Oh my God. I don't want to watch monkeys. I don't want to watch monkeys, in the zoo having, relations. And you don't see anything like that in the Acolyte. Oh my God. What a straw man argument. Okay, so I know they're going to show this clip keeps going, viral. People really got upset. It didn't hurt me at all. It's not like I'm rooting for, more gay characters or whatever. I'm just rooting for characters. If they happen to be gay, great. I don't care. Here we go.
Margin. And
So if you felt like the Acolyte wasn't made for you, that's my biggest criticism of this show. It doesn't feel like Star Wars at all, so therefore it wasn't made for me.
Okay.
But somebody likes it. At least a couple dozen people do. So what?
I do, Coach, and I can't wait to talk to you about it. Hopefully.
Is it about the show that they're praising? These findings may disturb you.
Listen, I know already. There's Ray Lowe's. There's a lot of, and this is way too if you like capitalism, which I know you, Nick. I know you and Coach like to capitalize on a situation. I see you bashing the Acolyte every single day. You're making money. Hey, it's bringing in money for you. If you want to capitalize in the situation, there are large portions of lots of fandoms that are into the shipping and the romantic aspect. And I'm not going to stereotype the female audience or potentially the LGBTQ plus, but some might like that in their stories too, and that's okay. Is the whole show of the Acolyte a romance and only about that? No, it's not. It's probably like a minute or two. I would say 5 minutes at most of the whole series is focused on potential chemistry between Jedi. You can't have any of that? Listen, the world keeps going because people keep making more people. And you're only going to have Star Wars and Star Wars characters if they continue on and procreate. All right? The Force wielders have to come from somewhere. The Force sensitive people. Okay, so I'm giving this a 2-minute limit. That's my rule on these reactions. They do have a fire intro. Good job.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you what the fans of the Acolyte are actually saying. And again, it could be very disturbing for many of you. But first, Leslie Headland, being the first openly queer person to lead a major Star Wars project, wants the show to reflect a wider range of identities and experiences. This obviously includes race, gender, and sexual orientation. But while promoting representation, Headland has emphasized the importance of a strong story first. And I would say, as far as that's concerned, she's failed. The show features a lead character.
She succeeded. This is one of the best stories I've seen in Star Wars recently. I love it. It does subvert your expectations in a good way for me personally. I like how it expands the Force, and that I love the Jedi. They make lots of mistakes. That's why there's a story to tell. If the Jedi didn't make mistakes, there wouldn't be anything to talk about. But they also don't own the Force. Just like on Earth, Christians don't own religions. There's so many religions and interpretations of God and, you know, what happens to you after. And you can only imagine what there would be in a galaxy far, far away. And this expands it. And I like the way I think they call him the Stranger now. He's extremely confident, and he's different than other Sith I've seen, and it's very cool to watch. Okay, so let's see what else he has to say here.
Character who is a black, non-binary queer actor, hinting at the inclusion of the LGBT, thinking that this is a great show only because this. If they think this is a great show,
that's a straw man. They didn't say only because of that. Who said only because of that? No one said that, unless he shows the proof here.
they should go to the zoo and watch some monkeys running around, because they're eventually going to see the thing.
I will tell you what, Coach, this is pathetic. A pathetic argument that maybe, you know, some kids in school might bring up. Like, if you want to see a romantic relationship, suddenly you want to watch monkeys at the zoo. Weird stuff here. This is weird, Nick. Or Coach. Sorry. This is weird, Coach. What? Now we can't have relationships or chemistry between characters? This is really weird. I don't want your Star Wars, Coach. I do not want your Star Wars, honestly.
Things that they're infatuated by. LGBTQ plus themes. When told that the show is the gayest Star Wars ever made, Hedlund and Stenberg both laughed and seemed to be complimented. So now that we have all of that info out of the way, what are the positive commenters or the fans of the show?
All right, I'm breaking my rule already 2 minutes because I got to hear what these commenters are saying. He did all the research. I'm not doing this research. I love the Acolyte. I'm not doing all this research. I'm just going to react to a video of what people were saying that he's so triggered by. Honestly, I'm not making fun of you, Coach. You obviously are triggered by people that like the Acolyte, what they're saying, and probably happy about the relationship or the chemistry, including with the Stranger, and has taken his shirt off. So what? He looks good. I'll admit that. I don't care.
What are they actually saying? What's the appeal? Here we go. This comment says, the throaty, you look exactly like her, had no right sounding that sexy in the way his eyes were looking at her. Hashtag the Acolyte.
He is upset about a Twitter user that's a Star Wars fangirl, from what I could tell, about the sexiness between the Stranger and Osha, saying that she looks exactly like May. So what? Wow.
Hashtag Oshamir. Okay, so people are liking Oshamir, the relationship, I guess, between Osha and Kamir. One that
there was even tension before you knew Luke and Leia were brother and sister. There was tension there, and there was there was chemistry between Han and Leia as well, and Lando. This is all with the OG trilogy, Coach. This is all with the OG trilogy. There was chemistry. Lando was flirting with Leia. There's a lot of this there. Okay.
People didn't even see in the last episode. It was just heavily implied, I guess. I don't know. Still not over that last scene between May and Sol. OMG, it's too hot. The way he's sitting there is like a sexy villain when she wakes up.
I didn't get now that I don't agree with. I don't think there was some chemistry, but I mean, I think the person that's wrote this is reaching. They want chemistry between Sol and May. That, that's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna shame anyone or anything, but that's kind of weird for me too, because that's a master and apprentice, the power dynamic, and then also he meeting her when she was a child. That's kind of weird. So I actually agree with this one.
Sound when he taps the bed after saying, "You and I are going to talk." Bark, bark, woof, woof. I'm one episode
You hear what Coach is saying?
away from writing.
Well, first off, his first mistake, Coach, is researching this stuff on Twitter or X. All right, I'm only watching 9 more seconds of this.
Writing fan fiction for real. Bark, bark, woof, woof.
All right, I gotta rewind that. Oh my god. I want to clip that out. Please. I gotta clip that out. Maybe I gotta disappear for this for a second. So someone clip this out. This is amazing.
Away from writing fan fiction for real. Bark, bark, woof, woof. The Acolyte went from being boring to the most horny Disney Plus show of all time, and I'm not complaining. Are we-
Does he realize? Out of context, this is going to be so bad for you, Coach? Because you're saying this, Coach. I'm going to rewind that again. Oh my God.
The Acolyte went from being boring to the most horny Disney Plus show of all time, and I'm not complaining. Are we seeing a theme here?
Okay, never mind. I was going to give this a thumbs down. Now I want Coach to read all of Twitter, especially the horny people on Twitter. I want him to read all those tweets, especially since I know he's I'm not shaming him as for his religion. I want him to read all the horny tweets. Oh my God. I'm thumbsing up this video, I think. And that's where I'm going to end it. Oh my God. I want him to read these tweets so bad. What do you think? Leave your comments in the comments section below. Let me know. Coach isn't complaining. Bark, bark. Woof, woof. Goodbye, everyone. Have a good one.